Okay, boys, welcome back to another video. So, this probably isn't the kind of content that you're expecting to see from me right now. Basically, in preparation for MXGP 2021 coming out at the end of this month, I thought it would probably be a smart idea to kind of familiarise myself with the controls and how these games work overall. So this is MXGP3 that I'm playing today. I know that there are more recent ones, but I really didn't want to go and spend God knows how much money on one of the newer games when I'm probably just going to play it once or twice and then buy the new one at the end of the month anyway. So MXGP3 is the most recent game that I bought at the time and played. I do, however, only have 11 hours, so I didn't really play this game for long at all, and I don't know the reason why. I don't know if that was back when I was in my kind of like sim era. I think I'm going to choose Geyser here, actually. I'm a big Geyser fan. Or if I just did get bored of the game that quickly. I'm hoping it's the former, because, oh, pardon me, if it is the latter, it just isn't going to go well at all. But it's been a very long time since I've properly played an more arcadey game. I know obviously Bikes is a bit more arcadey than Sim, but this is full arcade. So what have we got here? How in depth is the Bikes setups? Okay, so it does help you a little bit. Lower the front end to steel. I'm just going to move that a little bit. I'm not going to mess around too much. Transmission, I tend to like longer gearing anyway, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go to the track and let me see how loud the game is in your ears. Shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Right, so forwards, back on the right stick. Okay, lean left, right, turn left, right. Got brake there. Oh, okay, so there's a separate back brake from front brake, and I'm not sure what the rest does really. So let's just give it a go. Let's see how we do. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is because I don't want MXGP 2021 to come out and me just be absolutely useless at it. I downloaded at the time it came out Supercross 4. And that was the first Supercross game that I had downloaded out of the whole series. And trust me, if I'd done any videos on that, it would be clicked off within a minute. Because still to this day, I cannot play those games properly or like speed-wise, compared to how I play the more sim-type games. There's just something very odd about the turning in that game, where it just seems like it's constantly pushing you out wide. Now, okay. So, my common sense at least would be telling me to weight the outside peg in these corners, but it seems a little bit sketchy, and leaning into the turn seems to be okay so far. So I'm just gonna keep doing that for a while. Let's see what the scrubs are like. Okay, that was scrubbing like leaning the opposite way, so that wasn't too bad. I remember, I think it was the early MXGP games. Oh my. Okay, Peboso made this game as well, apparently. I remember in the early MXGP games that when you'd scrub, you'd like instantly start nosediving straight afterwards, which is something that I absolutely hated. So nice to see that isn't, getting quite twisted there, that feature or physics aren't in the game anymore, because that was such a killer for me. And does anyone remember FIM Mud from way back in the day? Old console game. That game was terrible for scrubbing as well. You literally just hold a button to scrub. You didn't do any of the leaning yourself. It was pretty wild. And then again on that game, if you after your scrub was completed, the front end would just start dipping loads, and it was very confusing. But I don't feel too bad right now. Have we got more tracks? We do have more tracks. Okay. Right, it would make more sense if I played a Nationals track as opposed to a Supercross track, because what I'm going to do is hop on a different track in a bit, like an actual track. Probably not against the computer or anything, probably just in... Oh my god, why did that send me so far? How'd you look behind? Oh, apparently it's up on the D-pad for me to look behind. I might have to change that. That feels a bit odd. Just trying to work out what all these buttons do. So X for me on my PlayStation controller is back brake, L2 is front brake, so I'm kind of trying to use them in unison. I feel like there's got to be a whole bunch of just like secret techniques and tips to get around some of these corners quickly. Okay, L1 is clutch, I've just found that out. If you are like a big advocate of these MXGP games, obviously I do plan on putting a bit of time into MXGP 2021 when it comes out. and I imagine the physics won't be too far off of what we've got here, just because I see a lot of comments about people saying that they're mostly like copy and pastes from year to year and not too much changes. If you are one of the faster guys on these games, I really would love to hear down below if there are any like secret tips to go faster, mostly in corners. Obviously I'm not going to put the sort of hours into these games that I do into MX Bikes, for example, to learn all of the ins and outs, but it'll be nice not to be a complete spode when the game launches. And I'm not sure yet what sort of content I'll be making on it. Part of me wants to do a career mode, but then I feel like I'm almost tied in, like, oh goodness, how do I... Okay, that's a rewind button. It's rewind time! I'm sorry if I just inserted the Will Smith clip right there, but that's interesting. I completely forgot that was even a feature. When you play these sim games for so long, you forget about things like that. Okay, that's the finish line. I don't want to go that way. I wonder if there's even more tracks in it. I feel like there was, unless... When I jumped here, was there a turn? Okay, no, we did. We went that way, okay. They just overlap each other. I thought it was another track. There probably is another track lurking around somewhere. I can't imagine like a massive compound only having two tracks on it. But, oh no, overall, I know what the settings are doing now. I know where I'm at. Let me go back to the main menu, and I'm going to just see what tracks have we got really, and I'm going to play something in Time Attack. So Time Attack. Who else have we got as riders? Let's do MXGP. Got your boy Kyroli, just retired actually. Sad times. Fevra, Bobchev. Oh, I forgot how old this is actually. Who we got? Shall I go? Let's go close home. Let's go for Sean Simpson, just for being from the UK. Track selection. So we've got Qatar, we've got Thailand. What good tracks have we got on here? We have got Matley Basin. Let's do a bit of Matley. Okay, keep it British. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping it's not too painful. Like, if I feel like the compound tracks are meant to be easy, just to kind of ease you into the game. I'm hoping this isn't too bad. The gearing for me felt okay. I don't think I'd be able to use like manual shift on this game like I do on the sim games. It just feels strange, feels foreign. Granted, if you do it, it probably is a lot faster than using in automatic. I did notice that coming out some of the corners, it does seem to hang the gears for quite a while. Let's bump out to medium. I'm not going to worry about any other suspension settings. Oh, he looks really good actually. I can't remember what year this came out. I want to say it's like 2017, but yeah, I think it looks really good. Obviously, I'm used to playing the more one-man team sort of games, like developer side of things, of Sim and MX Bikes, and there's only so far that you can take the graphics on those games. Just with the engine they're built in, obviously the lack of manpower, they haven't got these big teams like the AAA titles do. So it is nice seeing these games that look pretty. But I will always at heart be more of a simulation than an arcade fan. One day I pray that we get games that look as good as this, but physics-wise ride and feel as good as MX Bikes and MX Sim, for example. I know that my wishes will probably fall on deaf ears because these games cater to the more casual market rather than the hardcore motocross players. And obviously from a business point of view, that's what makes sense for the game developers. But I can dream. So far, this is actually okay so far. I was expecting something a lot worse, and people seem to give these a lot of stick. I don't know if it's just because I've literally spent 10 minutes on it so far, and not a couple of hours worth. Maybe it gets boring quickly, but who knows? Can I route this? Is this available? Oh, that disappears in a hurry. Okie dokie. I'm pretty sure as well this has the same. Well, Matley Basin never really changes. I've only been there a handful of times, like to watch real races, because here's a little bit of a trek for me. It takes a little while to get there, but obviously everybody knows their home track's layout, so it's not like I'm learning a brand new track for the first time. That's twice that's happened now, where my rider's kind of stood up on the pegs as he's landed and not had any body animation. I do like the whips, surprisingly. I didn't think I would. I thought they'd been a little bit too wonky for me, but they're not bad at all. I might need to try, and I'll see if I can do it. But no, you can't. Okay, I was going to see if leaning the same way rather than the opposite way would also help you scrub / whip, but no, it's definitely an opposite thing. So what I'm gathering so far, please correct me if I'm wrong. Lean the same way in corners, lean the opposite way to scrub. I've not experimented at all so far really with the leaning backwards and forwards. I lean backwards a fair amount on straights anyway, but I'm not sure if I'm meant to be leaning forwards lots in these corners. It definitely felt like I turned tighter there while leaning forwards, and I gave a little dab of the clutch as I was coming out. Hopefully get the revs up a bit. Dab it, yeah, there we go. I do like, actually, now that I've done a lap and I can see it, the deformation. I can see that my rut does cut quite far in, which is nice. And I can only imagine once you get a proper race going. Oh, that was close to hitting that banner. Once you get a proper race going, that'll get a little bit wild, actually. One thing I am looking forwards to, which I'll do a couple of videos on, is the multiplayer aspect. Because obviously when it comes to MX bikes and games like that, when I go into a lot of public lobbies, we're not talking about pro races here of course, I do tend to like win or have to do things to challenge myself a lot of the time. So it will be nice to play a game like this where I haven't got that amount of experience or speed necessarily, and I feel like there'll just be some really good battles, and I am very excited for it. It's nice for me because it's something different. You can definitely get burnt out on the same game after a while, and it's always nice to add things into the mix. So yeah, I am very excited by it. This has actually been and felt much better than I expected it to, because as I say, people are giving the MXGP games a bit of a hard time recently. I'm guessing mostly because there not much changes from year to year, so whilst this isn't very new to me, for some people it might be rinse and repeat, so I can completely understand why people won't be a big fan. Hopefully you long-term viewers of the channel won't mind me posting videos on it. Obviously I'm still going to be in the MX bike scene, I'm not going anywhere at all, and I'm just hoping as well that it'll bring a bit more traction to the channel and a new audience as well. And who knows, you might get some people that are avid MXGP players that have never even heard of games like MX bikes before, and they come across the channel, see that, and we build the MX bikes community as well. So I'm hoping it'll be nothing but good things. We shall see how it goes. That will do it from me. I'm very surprised. It's gone quite well. It's actually quite enjoyable. I might do another video on this before MXGP 2021 comes out, just race against some computers or see if there's any online servers still going. I doubt I'll find anybody online this many years after the game's released, but you never know, you might get lucky. Or worst case scenario is maybe I'll put a message out in the Discord and get a bunch of people in to play as well. But that will do it for me. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I know it's a little bit different than usual, but let me know your thoughts down below. Please do drop a like on the video, that's always greatly appreciated, it really helps the channel grow. And subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I post nearly every day, and I'd really like to have you here on this journey so far. And just the last thing, going to do a little bit of a self-plug. In the description of this video you will find a link to my merch. The date today is, I want to say, the 11th of November. No, it's not. It's the 13th of November today. And it is, what day is it? It is Saturday. So, Wednesday, after this video goes out, I want to say it's about the 17th. My original merch is no longer, it will not exist anymore, it's being removed and it will be replaced by the new channel logo. So just bear that in mind if you do want to go and check any of that out. There will be new merch as of Thursday the 18th, I want to say. I'm very excited. I really love the new logo design. I think it looks really cool, and yeah, I feel like I've been ranting again like I always do at the end of this video, but yeah, thank you very much guys. I am signing off now, and catch you guys later. Peace.
Got bad shit all up in my mind right now. Fucking give me a minute and I'ma let it all out. I don't give a shit about an opinion, be another dimension when I wake up. Bitch, it's time to fill the cup. Got no fucking love, I feel so stuck on my luck. Get fucked.